Hey guys, welcome to our April accountability group. I'm super excited. I'm going to change the lighting just a little bit. I'm super excited to get started with you guys. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Some of you have been with me for a while, and I'm sure you're going to appreciate the smaller, more intimate size of this group. We have quite a few new people, and this is just such a great way, whether this is your first or second month with me, to really hone in on your own journey and get some of the benefit of having a really small interactive group. So if we don't know a ton about each other, just a really quick introduction to who I am. Obviously, I'm Megan Pope. It looks like Pop, but it's Pope. I have 4 small kids. They're 5, 4, 2, and 1. And I had all of my kids in 4 years. I had all C-sections. I had a uterine tumor removed before my kids were born, which is what caused me to have all C-sections. And so it's been a crazy 5 years or so. I decided to really focus on getting healthy before I got pregnant. It just occurred to me one day that if I couldn't kind of get my stuff together as at first a single working woman and then a married working person, like how was I going to be able to cope when I had kids? And I had a couple people in my life that were really inspirational to me that I saw, making time for themselves after, I used to be a high school teacher, and there was a couple women I taught with that were doing things like running the Cincinnati Flying Pig Marathon and always just up for different physical things that I was like, I can't even do that, and I'm 23 years old. So that's kind of like when I started to get into running, and I'm 35 now. I've spent a lot of the last 10 years being really, really active, and Beachbody has really rejuvenated how I go about my fitness. I never thought working out at home would be beneficial, and it's completely changed my life, and I know that it can change yours too. So I'm going to share a couple things with you in this brief introduction. You'll be getting an email from me tomorrow morning that's going to go over a couple other things, but just some things that you need to be aware of as we get started. So we will start on Monday. This group will run for 3 weeks. I think there's 12 women total. So it's a really small group. It's myself, my sister, who's another coach, and then 10 challengers. The requirements to be here are pretty simple. You have to be drinking Shakeology, you have to be doing a workout, and you have to check in every day and be plugged in. I will be sending each of you an accountability document in the morning. It's a 6 or 7 page PDF. You can print it out, write on it, and just kind of track your journey. Take your weekly measurements. People hate taking progress pictures. You guys, I'm telling you what, it makes the world of difference. You cannot trust the scale all of the time. The first program I did start to finish was Max 30. I lost more than 16 inches and I lost about 3 pounds. If you see my before and afters, I'm down like 2 sizes. But had I gotten on the scale at the end of 60 days and saw that I was down like 2.5, 3 pounds, I would have been so mad. So take those accountability pictures. I'll tell you how else they come into my life. It's hard to get up and push play and work out every day and stay on track. And when you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do it, this sounds crazy, but I will snap a progress picture like in my underwear and bra before I get dressed in the morning and compare it to that original picture I took on day 1. And it keeps me going. I'm like, okay, I guess I can see some changes. I'm going to do this again. So it's kind of like a mind game. Whatever you can do to encourage yourself to stay committed, do it. And I think progress pictures are a really big part of that. Also take your measurements for the same reasons I just mentioned. The scale is not the end all be all. Okay, so I will send you out that accountability document tomorrow. It's really going to push you to think about why you're doing this, what you're working towards, areas that you need to perhaps spend more time. And it's just a personal thing for you to really plug into and help make this journey in the next 3 weeks as beneficial for you as possible. Okay. In just a minute, I'm going to share my screen with you. The Facebook layout has changed just a little bit even in the last couple days. So things are in different places. Let me start my screen share. Okay, I'm hoping that you can see my screen which should say April VIP group. So right now, this is what this looks like. When you come here, you'll notice that in the cover photo on the left side, I have daily commitment. So this is what you're committing to. Checking into the group each day. Do your workout is what that says. Drink your shake. 10 minutes of personal development, and I'll touch on that in just a moment. And over here, extra accountability. So if you are really looking to stay committed and to kick it up a notch, one thing that you can do is start talking about this in your life. You know, post a picture of your workout in the morning. Share with your friends and family, hey, I'm going on this new journey and I'm going to be sharing it on Facebook or on Instagram or wherever. Think of it as documenting your health and fitness journey. I know it sounds silly, but when you kind of put yourself out there like that, you're less likely to quit. Okay, so if you want that extra accountability, that's a really great way to do it. And then simply just engaging in the group, answer questions for other people, cheer other people on. If you found a great recipe that's Portion Fix approved or that you just loved, share that in the group. You know, really lean into this group. These groups are fantastic when everybody is participating. They're kind of ho-hum when it's just one or two people. So, you know, be here, be present, and that's really all that you need to do in order to have a great experience. If you look on the left of your screen, these buttons used to be across the bottom. So we have discussion. That will always take you to the main feed of the group. That's what comes up when you first go to a group, is that discussion page. The members, if you start to get to know somebody in this group and you love connecting with them, you could go to members. Right now, I think it's just my sister and I, and you can add that person as a friend there if you wanted to. Photos is going to be a really great resource. When you hit photos, I want you to go to albums. And here in this album section is, we have 5 different albums. Recipes, I need to title that. Shakeology recipes, personal development, meal prep and planning, and then down here is Beachbody meal prep by Portion Fix containers. So let me show you an example. If you click on one of those albums, you will come up with several different pictures, okay, per album. This would be for the 1,200 to 1,499 calorie level. If you click on those links, it's going to take you to specific meal plans. This is for 1,500 to 1,799 calorie level. This is for the third bracket, 1,800 to 2,099, and then 2,100 to 2,299. Okay, so for each of those specific brackets are different links to different meal plans. Let's see. If you get into the personal development, click on the picture. Again, in the description, you are going to see a lot of information about why I think personal development is so important, and then top recommendations based on areas that you may need to work with. So if you're new to starting a journey and you need to get into a routine, these are the first couple books: Struggling with Confidence, Daily Discipline, Time Management, Mindset, Relationships, Goal Setting, Understanding Nutrition, binge eating and emotional eating, studying with food boredom, struggling with cutting back on alcohol. So we really kind of encompass a lot of different areas that perhaps might be beneficial to you when it comes to personal development. And so you guys get the idea. So remember to go to photos, but you have to go to albums, okay? And then another important section to you is going to be files. Here in the file section is where I will each week upload new meal plans for you. So you have several options for your meal plans. You guys are going to have the guidance in the nutritional guidebook that's coming with the program that you ordered, or if you ordered Beachbody on demand, you are going to have obviously access to every nutritional guide that comes with every program. So there's tons of resources there, but within this group, you will have access to meal plans here in the files, and then again in the photos in those albums, okay? And that's really all that you need to know about that. Let me stop the share. Okay. So that's pretty straightforward. I just want to make sure that you're comfortable with the platform. Posts will start tomorrow, even though we don't officially start until Monday. It gives us 2 days to kind of start to get acclimated, get you guys familiar with one another and with myself. Nothing major the next 2 days, just asking you to think about your meal planning in the coming days. asking you to think about your meal prep and start to think about when you're going to do your workout this week, okay? One last thing with the personal development, because that might be a little bit of a foreign concept to you all. I think that this is probably the biggest reason that I've made all of these changes in my life and been able to stick with it is taking 10 minutes every single day to read something that is good for my mindset, okay? It's challenging the way I think. It's pushing me out of my comfort zone. It's helping me build my confidence. It's helping my belief in myself. It's helping my ability to push through hard times, keeping me from quitting. All of those areas that can potentially just hold us back are addressed, and it gives you the opportunity to work through them when you are doing personal development. So 2 different ways you can do this, obviously picking up a book and reading it, but another thing that might be really helpful to you is downloading an app called Audible. Everybody gets a free book with their download, and it is an app on your phone that you can listen to books on. I say books on tape, but nobody says books on tape anymore, but you know what I mean, audio listening. A lot of the books that you'll find on that recommended reading list are going to be on Audible. Find 10 minutes throughout your day. Find the dead minutes where you are unloading the dishwasher, you're driving in the car, swap out 10 minutes of a TV show to listen. It adds up really quickly, and you guys can power through some really worthwhile material just by using minutes that you would normally be listening to music on your commute or listening to nothing while you clean up your house. You know, there's lots of opportunities to maximize that time, and it's really going to impact the way you approach this entire experience. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off and leave you guys be for the evening. I'm excited for the group. It's going to be a really, really wonderful group, and I will talk to you tomorrow.